Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, tempers flare and things are said during verbal arguments between strangers sometimes. But this right here, I want you guys' opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? All emotion taken out of it. About a story that happened this past Sunday in this place is called Pinole, California. Shout out Pinole. And it's about, this woman looks like she's either Hispanic or she might be Indian. I don't know, but she's some type of person with melanated skin that's going off on this black woman. I guess I don't know what they were arguing about because there's a lot left out of this. And she's throwing the N-word like it's nothing. And I want you guys to see this because, you know, the whole community came out and was like, yo, this shouldn't be tolerated and stuff like that. I understand that. But I want you guys to see this and, you know, leave me a comment and tell me how you feel about this situation. But anyway, take a look at this and we'll come back with commentary.
This video is shocking. This woman repeatedly uses the N-word while being recorded on a cell phone. Now, Pinole police have launched an investigation, but I have learned that this is not the woman's first brush with the law.
Now where you you got up.
This video of a woman in a car repeatedly using the N-word in Pinole has gone viral.
Your fake eyelash.
The argument between the two women happened in this public parking lot in downtown Pinole on Sunday afternoon. Pinole police officers responded to the scene and spoke to both women. In a statement, Pinole police said in part, due to the nature of the verbal exchange between the involved parties, the incident has been classified as a hate incident and is currently under investigation by the department's Criminal Investigation Bureau.
It's really disheartening. We're living in some very trying times.
Felicia Carr of Fairfield reposted the video on her social media and helped identify the woman using the slurs.
With the tensions that's going on and racism is at an all-time high right now. And it was just so much racism and just blatant disrespect. It was sad to see.
I spoke to the mother of the woman now under investigation. She did not want to go on camera, but told me she's sad and has been crying constantly after learning about the video a day earlier. I have learned the woman accused of using the racial slurs has a pending criminal case, charged with repeatedly stealing from Ulta Beauty in Concord. The manager of a nearby restaurant in Pinole tells me the woman had been a customer, laughing by herself. He says she's no longer welcome there. It's not clear what led up to the disagreement caught on video.
It does not matter. It does not matter at all. No matter what the contents is, she was out of line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what transpired before, she was out of line.
Seeing the footage, I'm disturbed, I'm outraged.
Cameron Sasai is mayor of Pinole.
The use of racial slurs, everything from these racist anti-black rhetoric is not welcome anywhere, but especially condemned in the city of Pinole.
It's not a nice word to use and it should never be used. She should definitely be educated on it.
Now, once Pinole police wrap up their case, the Contra Costa County DA will determine whether this woman will formally face charges. Live in Pinole, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Right now at 11, too vulgar to play on TV, a profanity-riddled racist rant that's going viral. The video has the attention of police in Contra Costa County and as a community in an uproar.
You see it there, repeated racist slurs caught on camera. NBC's Alyssa Gord explains how the community is reacting in the story that's new at 11.
That viral video was taken in the parking lot of the restaurant behind me. The owner of that restaurant says that he's now alerted staff to be on the lookout for the woman in the video and to not allow her inside. A video now shared by multiple accounts and viewed by millions shows a woman in a car repeatedly saying the N-word at another woman. She uses the racist slur so frequently, we are not sharing the audio.
Folks from not even just around Pinole and the Bay Area, but even Los Angeles got a hold of this video and was asking me, was this your city? And unfortunately, the answer was yes.
Pinole Mayor Cameron Sasai says it happened Sunday in downtown Pinole, in the parking lot outside the Pear Street Bistro. He says the person who filmed the video is in touch with the city and police are investigating this as a hate incident. Now he says the case has been shared with the Contra Costa County DA.
I think the big key here is that you need to do an investigation as to the authenticity of this video and also what led up to this incident, because not every racial slur leads to a hate crime.
Former prosecutor Stephen Clark says what happened before and after the video will help investigators determine whether a crime was committed. The owner of the bistro tells us this happened after brunch and that the woman seen in the car had been sitting at the bar by herself, but did not have alcohol there.
But I think the district attorney's office is going to look into this to see whether not only this will be charged as misdemeanor disturbing the peace, but whether there will be a hate crime enhancement.
We have not gotten confirmation of the name of the woman in the video. The license plate on the car is registered to someone who also faces several charges this year for stealing from a cosmetics store.
Regardless of the context, those words, those racial slurs, that racist anti-black rhetoric is not acceptable.
Community members are incensed and looking for answers. In Pinole, Alyssa Gord, NBC, Bay Area News.
Now you seen that. What y'all think of that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to bring up 2 points real quick before we even get in this. Number one is the media showed the video. So the video was on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I guess the lady hit the button before, you know, in the midst of all this stuff happening. With that being said, just like that lawyer said, we got to examine the whole video, what was said before, record, and after. A spat between two ladies, don't know what started, but I do know this. The second thing I want to point out is this. In fact, I'll get to that in a second. This woman way out of order. And it's not really what she said. Just hear me out. A lot of y'all get triggered. It's not really what she said. It's the context of way she was saying it. She was trying to get a trigger effect out of this woman. So that's the thing. Words only have power if you give them power. You understand what I'm saying? So did you notice how she was sitting there and she was saying nigger, nigger, nigger multiple times? And she kept saying it. Like, yeah, I'm saying it. She's trying to get that lady to react a certain way. Should she get mollywop? It all come down to the person that she's saying it to and how they feel about it, in my opinion. But the way she was using that as a trigger effect to get fucked up, if the lady had jumped on her, I wouldn't press no charges. I wouldn't have charged her with nothing. Because you're saying that to try to incite this person and hurt her with words. And you're sitting there with your car door open like you don't think nothing can happen to you. Some people have to fuck around and find out. And you know, she's saying it because she knows it's the wrong thing to do, but she's saying it to be hurtful. So sometimes mollywop is in order. That's just my opinion of it. See, anything come out your mouth, you can't take it back after it's heard by the person you was talking to. And after that, you don't know how people react. She didn't give a fuck. She rolled the dice. Luckily, they came out in her favor where she was untouched. But I mean, had that lady been a juggernaut female, oh hell to the no. It'd be a different story. And we'd be reporting on it differently. Now, here's the second point I want to get to. This woman got hella nerve. She has color. You have color in your skin. Ma'am, if you was back in the 1700s or 1800s, yeah, you're attractive, but you'll probably be a breeder or you'll probably be in a house and they treat you just like they treat everybody else back then because the way they was thinking. So you ain't out of the woods. You ain't no better than no goddamn body else. So for you to sit there and do that, you stupid. You stupid. So I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't know. I think she's Hispanic though. A lot of people don't know. A lot of slaves were sent to South America and Mexico. They had a lot of slaves. In fact, I think they had more than America. If I'm correct, they were sent down there just like they were sent, you know, to the United States. And they were treated harshly, worse than they was treated in the United States. A lot of people don't know that neither. So all that pigments you got might have came from your interactions or somebody in your bloodline having blackness. So if you just sit up there and talk, you look stupid. You do. And they talking about this, see what happened. They charge it as a hate crime and stuff. But I mean, I just want to get your guys' opinion about that. You know what I mean? See, people will say things if they can get an emotional rise out of you. And that's the thing. Can't let yourself be easily triggered or emotionally upset because that's when you lose. And she was trying to score a victory through her mouth. Luckily, that woman had enough class. The reporter make her look stupid, and now she's out. And they said the car belonged to somebody, because they ain't said her name, but the car belonged to somebody that was supposedly involved in stealing out of an Ulta Beauty store or whatever. Was it her? Most likely it probably was, but you know how the media is. I mean, I've been doing these news stories the way they word certain things. They don't want to put that on her because she ain't never been charged with it. Another thing is, I'm more than sure the media got more coverage than what they showed on TV after talking to the woman. You know what I'm saying? And like the lawyer said, before and after. The media has all the before and after, but nobody's been charged yet officially, so they can't say nothing about it. So when they do these stories, it seems kind of like so much is left in the air. But anyway, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.